Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is definitely a crazy one, and my grandfather definitely visited me when he died, and I'm gonna tell y'all the story time, so let's get into it. So what happened? This was years ago. So my great grandfather, he had pancreatic cancer, and so he was dying. Like he was practically dying. So he was going through like all chemo. He was going through like, in the hospitals and everything like that. So they ended up releasing him from the hospital, and then he was basically what was called, I think, hospice. So where like he stayed in his house, and then like a nurse would come and take care of him, stuff like that. So what happened? So after that, when he was in the hospital, like he kept saying that like we thought it was like the morphine or something, because he was on morphine and stuff like that to help with the pain, but morphine makes you hallucinate and stuff like that. So when you take too much of it. And so what happened was that like he was saying that like his aunt and like his family, he kept talking about his family members, like his aunt, his mom, his grandfather was like visiting him and stuff like that. And saying that when at night, when there was no one around in the hospital, he was saying that like there was a man standing by the window talking to him, saying like, shh, like everything is gonna be okay and like all this stuff. And he's like, who are you? And then he said, I'm just here to make sure you're okay, like stuff like that. And he was claiming that there was somebody in his room talking to him at night. And the nurses was like, we're here. I mean, we didn't see anyone go in or out of his room. Also too, like my great grandfather was saying things like he was seeing his family members visiting him that had already died. So the nurse ended up telling us that he's phasing in and out of the spirit world. And she said that like all of her clients that ended up dying, they started seeing their loved ones and stuff like that, coming visiting them and stuff too. So like what he was saying is normal and common. That's what the nurse said. So I thought that was pretty cool. So what happened? So after that, so he ended up passing away, y'all. So he was at his house, at his home. It was like 2:04 in the morning, you guys. It was like 2:04 in the morning. My grandmother wakes me. So it was me, my grandmother, my uncle, and my aunt. We all lived in the house together. My uncle lived downstairs, and then my aunt and I's room was across from each other upstairs, and then my grandmother's room was down the hall upstairs. So my grandmother wakes all of us up saying that she got called that grandpa is dying, and that he's dying, and that he's about to go. So basically, my grandfather lived 2 hours away from where we lived at, you guys. So my aunt and grandmother decided to go down there. Me and my uncle, we ended up staying, because by the time we get there, he's gonna die. Like I don't want y'all thinking I'm cold-blooded. No, like I love him dearly. It was just he was slipping out, like he was already gonna die. And it was a 2-hour drive, so I was like, yeah, like I don't want to see no dead body. Like I wasn't ready for all that. So anyways, after that, I kid you not, you guys, I'm up. I couldn't go back to sleep after hearing that. I was up. My uncle was downstairs in his room. All of a sudden, my aunt and my grandmother, they're gone. Okay. So it's just me and my uncle in the house. He's in his room, I'm in my room. I kid you not, you guys, I hear someone coming up the stairs. It's 2:34 in the morning. Okay. I look at the clock, it's 2:34 in the morning. I'm hearing somebody walking up them steps, and we have cats and stuff like that, but these sounded like a human, the footsteps coming up the stairs. That's what it sounded like. And none of the lights were turned on in the house. I'm looking at my room door. I don't see anybody. I don't see the hallway light turned on or nothing like that, because you can see the light coming through the door. And then on top of that, I don't have a lock on my door, so anybody can come in my room. So I'm getting nervous. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, like, is that my uncle coming up the stairs? Like, why is he coming upstairs? It's like 2:34 in the morning. So I'm looking at my door, and I just hear footsteps coming up the stairs. And then all of a sudden, I hear, like, someone wearing pants, like the swishing of the pants when they walk. That's what I was hearing, too. So I'm like, there's somebody coming up these damn stairs. So all of a sudden, the footsteps and then the pants swishing was getting louder and louder and louder to my room, and I could hear it. Like it was coming straight to my room. And so I'm looking, and the only light that I could see is the street light coming in through my window. So I'm just like getting nervous, and someone is coming to my room, and I don't see any hallway lights turned on or anything. So this person's just about to barge into my room in the dark, and I'm getting scared. I'm getting nervous. My heart started pounding really fast, and I'm just looking ready to be like, who's coming in my room? And then all of a sudden, the footsteps and then the pants swishing or whatever, all of a sudden I hear it in my room. So it was coming from up the stairs into the hallway, and then now all of a sudden it's like in my room. I'm looking, and there's somebody, like, I'm looking in my room, and I can hear the footsteps and the pants swishing in my room. Like, there's somebody in my room, but there's nobody physically in my room. And it's 2:34 in the morning. I look at the clock. I basically was like, Grandpa, is that you? Because I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't know what else to think. And then I didn't hear anything, you guys. All of a sudden, I look at the edge of my bed, and I see like a black shadow. Like, it was like a blob. And then all of a sudden it dissipated as soon as I looked. So I don't know. Next thing I know, y'all, I go to church, and then so the next day I go to church. It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. My grandmother calls me. She said, hey, I just want to let you know that Grandpa died at 2:34 in the morning. And that's when I was hearing the footsteps and everything like that at 2:34 in the morning, y'all. So definitely my personal belief or whatever is that when we die, that there is, I believe that our spirit or whatever, it goes on and it goes somewhere else. That's what I truly believe. I've seen it. That was just my grandfather. I think that was his way of just saying goodbye to me, and just, you know, before he moved on and passed on into the afterlife, heaven, spirit world, whatever. But yeah, he definitely visited me. That was validation from the universe right there. How I looked at the clock, and then she tells me at 2:34 he died. Yeah, that was just him saying goodbye to me and visiting me. And, you know, I'm pretty like, whoa. So definitely, you guys, if y'all want to hear more story time videos, definitely give this video a like, a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe. Also too, I do tarot psychic readings. I do tarot psychic readings. So if you want to book a reading with me, definitely the link will be down below. Definitely more stories to come. And also stay magical, and peace, and love you guys.